Where did I get this off of? LegalZoom? I'm not sure. Here's putting it very concisely. Ideas are not copyrightable. Remember what I said before? Your vlog can be copyrightable. Your image can be copyrightable. Your words that you literally have written into a blog, for instance, can be copyrightable in the sense that if someone copy and paste those words, paste them, whatever you want to call it, plagiarism, copyright infringement. I mean, for us, most of it's not going to make any difference. That is something you could have some modicum of legal foot to stand on. It's a really twisted metaphor there, but technically, yeah. But the idea, no. You can't copyright ideas, folks. Sorry. There goes your whole argument down the drain that you're going to step forward and say, we had those ideas before he set out on his trip, and he only got it because of us. Sorry. Law has already said ideas are not copyrightable. And that's all you've got is copyright. The concept in a court of law is even stupider when it comes to the concept for a judge. Can you imagine a judge? You go before a judge and you say, I had this forum, and we all sat around on the internet and we all discussed this particular area where we thought it could be, the treasure chest. And this guy came up with it. Now, see, the obvious elephant in the room is you're not giving them the exact location in any of these scenarios because you don't know the exact location. Nobody's found the treasure chest. So the concept, I mean, it's like you haven't given them the actual location. If you want to say you found, you all figured out it was on the Colorado River, and this person finds it on the Colorado River, that's not going to get you anything in a court. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I thought it was on the Colorado River too. So, what do you think this guy's now supposed to give you part of his treasure because you figured out it was on the Colorado River and he found it on the Colorado River? Wake up. That's not how it works. Ideas are not copyrightable. You are absolutely free to use someone else's ideas as a jumping off point for your own expression. Now here we're talking again about copyright, but the idea is if you have a blog, for instance, and someone has an idea on their blog site, you can take that idea and elaborate it on your blog site. Etiquette is the only thing that says maybe you should put a link and show where you got the idea. There's no law that says you have to. There's no law that protects you from doing that, someone else doing that to you. I.e., there's no law that protects you in a copyright fashion, which is the only way any of this applies, because you're talking about your vlog site. That's the only material thing you have to link anything legally to someone finding this treasure, is you have a material vlog or blog site. And even there, a person can extrapolate on your ideas. There's no law against it. Copyright doesn't protect facts either, so you're free to use them. You can use anyone's facts that you see on the internet. Again, what I was saying earlier, if you want to quote facts word for word, paragraph after paragraph, then at that point, you may be able to argue copyright infringement, but even that's iffy. Here's something very important. It's not that important. Got a little ahead of myself here. If I seem a little revved up about this, it's just because it's not worrying about, as I said in my comment when I responded to this one guy, he's a good guy, made a good comment. I mean, he's just kind of giving me a heads up. The thought that you go out, I've been on 3 trips. I've spent maybe $8,000. That's going from Charlotte, North Carolina to Denver one time, to Salt Lake City 2 times, And then I've got a trip upcoming. Probably spent $8,000. That includes, you know, you get your plane ride, your rental car, and your hotels. And I could have spent a lot less money if I'd wanted to. And I could have spent more money if I'd wanted to. And stayed in reasonably nice hotels, etc. The point I'm making isn't even about the cost. Why I'm bringing that up is I spent my damn money. I spent my damn money, my week of my time, and my effort to go climbing around in the mountains. And let me tell you, when I was in Vermilion Creek, for those of you who've watched my videos on Vermilion Creek was a pain in the butt. I mean, those rocks were dangerous. It was easy to fall and stumble and slide, and I fell down once in the creek in the canyon that I didn't get on video, but then there was the other time I did get on video where I slipped in the pond. I'm out there doing that. Other hunters are out doing that. You can get into dangerous country as far as slipping and sliding, and you know, I've mentioned these people that have died where one guy fell off a cliff. I was on the edge of a cliff one time. I just went up and looked off the edge of the cliff. I was very, very careful, but in the Vermilion Canyon area, there was land that was high up above the creek, and I went out and looked over it, and if I don't know, if something strange had happened and I had just slipped or not been watching myself, I suppose I could have slipped and fell off and died. And what are you doing, the vlogger who thinks he's going to go and... Ah, shit. Oh. You know, what are you going to do, the vlogger who's sitting at home and thinks you're going to come get my damn treasure? What did you do as far as, you know, risking anything? Not a damn thing. How's it going?
Hi.
Nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Beautiful.
You making a video?
Yeah, I'm making a video. I think you're in it now for about 1 second.
Oh.
You probably went right through it. Here's a headline, actually. This is off of an attorney, Max Kennerly, of Kennerly Loudy LLC. As I said, I think I'll put the links to this stuff in my description of my vlog. They stole my idea, which is basically what you smarmy guys who are thinking of doing this are saying. Doesn't always amount to an intellectual property lawsuit. This is actually getting into, I read this is actually getting into businesses. Sorry, this dust on the camera is bothering me, even though you probably didn't see it. Now this is very interesting because it is about businesses. I'm going to show you how tough it is. If you think you're going to have a problem going to a judge, by the way, before I forget this, let's get real. When you go in a court of law, you're basically, if you have a halfway decent judge, you're basically dealing with another human being who's trained in being a lawyer and a judge or whatever. But you're usually dealing with a human being who has some common sense. You would hope. Although I've seen some judgments in the paper that sometimes make me wonder. But that aside, common sense. This is your grand idea. You're going to go to a judge. You see in the paper that someone found the treasure. Eric Johnson found the treasure. God, I hope that's a otter or something and not a snake. Boy, if that was a snake, that was a big ass head that just went swimming. Ooh, Yuri. Holy shit. What the hell is that? Whoa.